good evening, everyone. I am so happy. At some point yesterday, I almost changed my mind because a whole lot was just happening. I lay down on my bed yesterday evening. I told myself, how will I find myself here? Because I said I was going to come. And then I prayed. I said, even if I didn't see the transport to be here, I would trek. I told my daughter, come and walk with me. But somehow, someone called me, are you coming? I was like, I don't have transport. She said, no, you have to come, and she sent the transport. Now, I applied for the grant. Really, I was not expecting. I just applied. I was not expecting anything. A whole lot has been happening back at home. As if God sent Mrs. Anifome. I have never heard about them. Somebody just informed me, sent me the flyers. I was going through a whole lot since October last year. I can't count how many times I've considered suicide. And I looked at my children, I said, if I go, they will suffer more. At some point I said, will I not take them and go to the village? Like more than 3 times. In fact, there was a day I left the house. I told my daughter, I will call you people to come and meet me. I didn't know where to start from. A whole lot was just working against me. But I came here. Beside this grant, I didn't expect it. But this grant to me is a symbol of what has happened, okay? She said, let's hold our hands and pray. When I came in here, I could feel tears. I could feel brokenness everywhere within myself. I told myself I cannot join them. I can't cry here. Every time I move to tears, I hold it back, okay? And I said, I had come here to see God, So my friend that invited me keep calling me, go and do makeup, come and do this one. My mind was not on those material things. I was like, I'm here already, let me get something from here. When the program was rounding up, okay, I was getting teachings. They were like the usual things you hear. At the point we held our hands, those tears came back to me. I just let go. When I was praying, I just felt the whole load came back on my shoulders, and I let it go. Because I'm a very conservative person, I didn't want to cry in the public. What if they are capturing me in camera? But I had to forget everything, and I let it go. As it all came on me, I let it go. And after I prayed in tongues for a while, I started seeing this relief, and it became totally an atmosphere of peace. I could feel it within me, and then I opened my eyes after some minutes. I realized those tears I saw, those brokenness I saw had changed. And then from the one happening in the inside of me, I came down, I sat down. My daughter was like, it's time for grant. They should bring the grant. I said, I don't think I'm getting grant. I just applied, So I felt there are a lot of people. I said the most important thing has happened when we were praying. Surprisingly, they called me. So for me, this is a symbol of the spiritual that has happened. Because immediately after that happened, I was full of thanksgiving. I am not the dancing type in the public, okay? But I had to dance. When I was dancing, I said, God, this is a testimony, a thanksgiving of what you have done. And he gave me a seal. To me, this is a sign. I have been home for the past, since Monday. Monday was the last time I went to the market because I don't have money to continue. The expenses at home have drowned my capital because my husband lost his job and nothing was happening. So bit by bit, the whole capital left. I didn't know what to do. I went home and I sat down. When they were talking, I said, okay, maybe I should think of what to do, But what triggered it when we were praying was like, when we were praying, my mind went back, it's almost over. And I would go home and I remembered, there's no gas, you have not started business, how do you feed next week? God carried us through this week. And that was when I let it out. I said, God, I am walking out of here, walking out of this whole mess, I'm tired. And that relief came. And this came as a sign that God has heard me. On Monday, I'm going back to business to start again. I told my daughter, the next time Live Again is coming, I am going to sponsor a grant, and it will happen. May God bless Mrs. Anifome. May God bless everyone who made this happen. I am a beneficiary, and I promise that I will become a sponsor. Thank you very much.